Let's see. So, hope everyone's doing well this morning. It's Sunday morning. We had an eventful Saturday evening. Japan did the tournament, and I was way too tired after work, so I did watch some, but I fell asleep, and I missed the announcement at the end of it about the next DLC pack will have Tekken crossover. There'll be Tekken character skins. They showed Lao will become Heihachi. Yeah, and Akira is Kazuya, it looks like. I think Akira should be Paul. So I'm hoping I doubt, but I'm hoping that there's multiple skins per character. I actually think it's cool. I like the skin approach because I don't like to change the balance of the game by making new characters. Instead, I would like to have I would like to have just skins. I think skins is fine. We don't need to mess with the game's balance and open the can of worms and then have everybody asking for a patch update to fix the game. But what we can have is that I'm confident that there will be I'm confident that it will have costume E, and then but probably just like a small bit of items then, and then hopefully later, 3 to 6 months later. I would prefer 3 months later, but I don't know the schedule they're working on, and it's a lot of work. But hopefully then we'll have the big Costume S DLC that we've all been waiting for, which would have like oh man, okay. Let's turn the volume up on Akai so we can hear that. So anyhow, so hopefully then after the Tekken DLC, which I believe and I'm confident will have the Type E costumes with a few more items, hopefully then we'll have the big DLC that a lot of Final Showdown fans have been wanting, which is hopefully then that DLC, which would probably be many more months, will be the one that has so many costume items. And, I would love special sparring to come back. Of course, I would prefer if they would just invest time and put in a quest mode and allow you to unlock an insane amount of costumes. But the way they're going, that's definitely not in the cards, and don't have the time or manpower to put into that. And I would rather they put that effort into a BF6, but I'm excited about the Tekken DLC. I hope they do the soundtracks thing. But I hope that soundtrack would be more like Tekken 3, Tekken Tag, and Tekken 5 and 6. I like those soundtracks as well. 4 has some good tracks too. I'm not as crazy about Tekken 7 soundtrack, except for Infinite Azure, right? I call Infinite Azure the Yoda, like the Attack of the Clones Yoda of the Tekken 7 soundtrack. It's like I'll talk about how I'm not crazy about Tekken 7 soundtrack, and everybody will be like, but Infinite Azure, And so I'm like, yeah, I agree, but that's just one track out of many, I like EDM. I do like dubstep. I'm just not crazy about Tekken 7's soundtrack overall. But I do like a lot of past Tekken soundtracks. That was good. Nice. Okay, so I did get the Sabaki off because I read that he was probably going to do a kick. A lot of Vanessa players like to do a kick. Mid kick is strong against Vanessa, and Blurring is really playing good. I know that they get frustrated, but they've been playing good. That was good. See, that was really good stuff. That's like my space trap there. So the thing that they have to get used to with me is that I'm gonna almost always evade after blocking that move. That move is a hard move to defend against, so just blocking and evading is a thing that I usually do. So if the Vanessa player prepares for that, they will deal with a lot of their problems and open up the usefulness of that move again. So that's the advice I gotta give them. So, my advice for blurring is doing a lot of really good stuff, but I am mixing and matching options. So and that said, IceWizarrd is very scary. IceWizarrd is very scary to fight against because they love to push buttons, but they do account for you wanting to evade and do certain things too. So you got to be very careful against them. They will be, they do it in a smart way, you know. So usually I might lose the first game to them because I'm trying to get used to that all attack. But the way that they play all the attack has built-in traps. It's really good stuff. Hey Hernan, good to see you. And also, IceWizarrd understands Leon really well, and they understand me, so they kind of like have a lot of stuff built in against me. Hey, awesome to see you, Hernan. I'm having trouble doing damage against IceWizarrd, and I might lose this because of this. It's a problem I'm gonna have to fix before the league. And so that might be one of the solutions, is trapping him with something like that. But I can't do it too much because if I do it too much, I open myself up to a certain. That's one way of doing damage. This stick is feeling really good. I'm using Golden Lever version 2. This is the last build I played on Golden Lever. But this time with the ball top, and I like it a lot with the ball top. That's nice. Tia, hey, it's so good to see you, man. How have you been doing? Awesome to have you watching me on the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're doing really well. So, I'm doing good. Playing in Akai's room and talking about the Tekken DLC and future DLC, and been sparring with Blurring and with IceWizarrd here, and hopefully Akai. But that'll probably be, he's setting up the league. So, and he's giving everybody room to kind of read me, which is good.
Round one. Ready?
Elden Ring's amazing. I love that. I'm a Soulsborne fan. I don't have as much time to play them these days, but I'm a big fan, and I know somebody on the team. Yeah, but I'm also waiting to get a PS5 before I even pick it up, and the problem is I can never finish them. Man, that was a really good patient wait. Blurring really is improving. I don't know if they feel it. They're really improving week by week. Alright, so they're taking advantage of Vanessa's lack of range. So Vanessa has a lack of range, and that's a deceptive statement. Right, and that's because the thing with Vanessa, she has good range, but for her to do it, she has to commit really hard. So Vanessa has to really commit when she wants to attack you for like backdashing, right? Because her really good moves her really good moves are short range. That said, always be careful about, even though I haven't punished it yet, always be careful about kick against Leon, and Blurring knows this. So they've been doing the appropriate thing. They've been using kick, but not overdoing it, and also being cautious that I might blow it up. Leon can blow it up. The standard way to blow it up is you block the first kick, you crouch dash, and then do something. But you gotta let her whiff first. Whiff the second kick. Leon can just flat out go 2KK. You know, he can't 2KK plus G because 2K is too slow, and so you only get recovery hit. So you got to do the second K. But Leon can do that. But actually, a more powerful way is just crouch dash and punish. And I don't do it enough. But that's what people are supposed to do against Vanessa's KK. Crouch, you know, block the first, crouch dash the second. Nice. Good job. Really good. Really good match. That was a good round. Good round, IceWizarrd. I love fighting him. His pacing is so much better too. So IceWizarrd is playing with a lot better defense than he was. Way better defense. I knew he would do that. Yeah, no, he's... The thing about Wolf is really good. Like, Wolf has a very good move list. Also, Wolf should be careful about charge attack against Leon. There's a tech for it. I'm not good at doing it yet, but I've discovered a good tech. Again, like it shouldn't be a difficult tech to understand. Okay, so even if I do back turn, I'll do that. But yeah, on Oki though, it's always good. But oh my god, he's guessed correctly every time. That was really good. He might win this one. Good game. That was an awesome game. That was an awesome game. Good job, IceWizarrd.
You won't stay on your feet when you fight me.
His balance on offense and defense is so much better. He's improved a lot. He's playing Wolf a lot more naturally as a result, too. It's really good. I like it. Alright, Akai, here we go.
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go!
We have a bit of lag messing with us, but like, and so hard to call it lag. We're desyncing a lot, but we have we're playing good. That was really good. Correct evade direction. That was a really good match.
Forgot the train, eh?
Yeah, so
Round one. Ready, go!
that was good. Oh my god, the connection's my fault. This is my kids. My kids are messing with our connection.
Ring out.
That is an insane way to ring out.
Round two. Ready, go!
My god, it's so hard to work with this desyncs. The desyncs are happening because of my kids. Like, for sure, I can tell, like, I really believe. It's my daughter doing FaceTime combined with Roblox. Or Friday Night Funkin', one of those two games. But those two games won't do it alone. It's...
Round three. Ready, go!
Oh my god. That was awesome. That was good. That was really good. Okay.
Forgot the train, eh?
So yeah, I think that's really good that he went and sought an answer. He went and looked for an answer. What is that answer? Well, he looked for, he was looking for a response to, if he does 9P as Vanessa and I evade, what's he gonna, like, after blocking it, what's he gonna do? And in this case, he did a delay attack, and he also used a move that if, like, if I attack would have, you know, like, led to a combo. So it was good, you know. But it was like a delayed version of attack. It's not the very best answer, but it's a good answer. And so that's what's important. It's good. What's important is that he broke out of his usual thing, and so he didn't fall into a trap that he accidentally created for himself, right? If I'm consistently beating him after I block 9P, then using 9P is almost like a trap to yourself unless you can come up with a mix-up around it, you know. It's similar to, like, if I keep doing low punch and do uppercut after that, you really should be punishing that because I shouldn't be doing it so much, you know. It works if you're slow. It's not always lag. A lot of times people are just slow. It's easy to be slow in VF if you don't make use of the input buffer. If you make use of the input buffer regularly in this game, then it actually helps you play better with lag. So, man, that was awesome. Congratulations. Alright, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I think, yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. And thanks so much, Akai, for the league. I didn't get to win this one, but I had a good time. Yeah. Let me see. I will chat on a. Let's chat on. No, no! Our connection sucks. Akai was like a good bridge for us. No! Let's try to make a room. I'll send him an invite. There's a little lag, but there's lag.
Round two. Ready, go!
Got it just in time.
I want a serious fight. Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go!
That was really good. That was really good. Good patience. Good. He always goes left to right. He doesn't have neutral. Good to know. That was a really good choice. That was really good. Okay, let's go all out.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. Round five. Ready, go! Knockout. See? I thought I'm better. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
That was good. Good.
Knockout.
And I keep falling for it. I don't know why I want to do neutral against him when he doesn't do neutral. So that's good.
Knockout. Round four. Ready, go!
Finally got a punish on it.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. What a knucklehead. Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Nice. Oh my god, that works against her. Okay, I will be doing that against her.
Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. What a knucklehead. What a knucklehead.
I've only debated for so long. Only debated for so long.
It's showtime.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Round one. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go!
That was really good choice. Really good choices, better. Keep it up, man. Keep it up, Blurring. Really good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Really good. Now he switched to throwing on that. Nice. Really good. That was a really good game.
No match for me.
Why do I think?
Alright, you can do it, buddy. Keep it up.
Round 1. Ready, go!
So it's, because of the connection, it's hard to say. This comment doesn't really apply today, but generally, as he improves, doing more, taking advantage of opportunities, getting better at whiff punishing will be huge for him because Vanessa can do that. So he does have a lot of missed opportunities, but he's getting there and he's making more opportunities, which is more important. Like taking advantage of opportunities, that can be fixed pretty quick. Making opportunities is actually a big problem for a lot of people. He's doing better at making opportunities. So. What's up, Nova? Well, I've been spending more time posting about it lately because I haven't made the time to play, but yeah. But I hear ya. But I spend a lot of time posting about VF. So if you're making fun of that, I get it.
Round 1. Ready, go!
But Blurring is on the right track. He really is. He could use low throw a bit more. But you know, right now that's just me making a nitpick comment. But but it is a thought that's occurred to me a lot. But we'll work on that too. Yeah. So I'm winning on the close range poke wars, which Vanessa actually has kind of an edge on, except Leon has options against her. So we'll work on that sometime. I'll analyze it sometime. And he needs to punish this. Like, he needs to... I gotta teach him how to punish that. Okay. So...
I want a serious fight.
Hey, you doing? Hey, man, you got alright thing not to play with. Is that negative?
Round one. Ready, go!
That's better.
Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go! See? I thought I'm better.
That's a little risk-taking type of team. Especially not offensive.
Just focus on your enemy.
Round one. Ready, go!
So I'm on Blurring's channel. I'm giving him feedback and telling him like how to punish Leon. So like me doing 2K kick plus guard today is on purpose. Because only counter hit should work. And so he needs to practice punishing it. Nice. Alright. I need to do a side, don't do neutral. I don't know where the neutral habit came from because it's not an old habit. Yeah. Nova, it's so good to see you this morning. I hope you're having a good Sunday morning. I saw the group chat on PSN. I think I'm confident that the Type B costumes will come with the Tekken DLC. And then I do think that later on this year there will be a Type S costume pack that will advertise itself as being all about the costume parts. Nice. Jimmy. So Jimmy, I am telling Blurring like that he has to punish 2K K plus G because he's doing a good job ducking it, but he's just too slow at punishing it. And so now he's kind of like that's why I'm putting it in there on purpose against him a lot. Your kimono will come back. Just be patient. Nice. So for me, I am blatantly doing this like a lot. Like 2K K plus G, doing it a lot so that he knows. Oh, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the new DLC. So. Nice. Ah, he's got to punish that. The spotty connection makes it tough because it does drop a few inputs here and there. The spotty connection is my family's fault. So. Nice. There you go. Yeah, Godhead's left. I don't know if it's a cash grab when a company's poor, so, or the game is poor. So it's desperation to keep doing the development. So, but I'm happy if they do more because I want Virtua Fighter to have more finances to actually make the stuff we want them to make. So I do think Lao Heihachi's dope. I think in private chat, go as Dragunov is probably the most natural thing. I kind of wish they would do like multiple skins for some characters, right? Like Brad should have like 3 of them, right? He should have Brian Fury, he should definitely have Bruce, and he should also have Steve. Throw is one form of punishment he can do for a while, but eventually he wants to get faster at doing attacks that will punish. That would be awesome. That would be hilarious. Nice. Very good. Good timing these. Yes, he switched to right. That was really good. Nice. That was the right move. It covered so many options, and it's the high probability move against me at that range. So new UI is a big one because they should have done that with Yakuza also. Even if this one is based on Yakuza, the default ones, they should have. I think, you know, a lot of people think Jackie should be Paul. I think Akira should be Paul. If you look at the move list, that matches more. That would actually make Paul look like Paul, kinda. And then I think Jackie should actually be Jin, but that's like a controversial opinion, right? But I actually like Jackie as Jin or Kazuya, you know. Or even Lars, why not? You know, but actually John as Lars. John as Lars is pretty cool. I'm not keeping my hopes up on that one. Maybe in the Tekken 8, but I don't think in Tekken 7. But Tekken, if they put it in Tekken 7, that would actually be very good in promoting Virtua Fighter. That would help BF so much. Why? Because look at what happened with Dead or Alive. A lot of the Dead or Alive players that came into this game like to play the characters that were in Dead or Alive. Not all. I mean, Emery Reigns plays, you know, the ones that weren't. But I saw a lot of people that played Jackie specifically because of Dead or Alive, and Sarah also. But you know, people play Sarah in general. Like Sarah does not have trouble getting people playing. I would like that. I think John is a good fit for Jin. Yeah, no, that 100%. He is, but I think it's a good fit. In terms of like how the move list will look for the character. I think Shun should be Wei Lu Wang, but you know, we'll see. Again, I know, look, Jackie and Paul are blonde, but I really think like Akira should be the Paul. Just simply because you've got body check, you've got bombs, you've got double, you know. You won't have rainbow, but actually no, Akira does have rainbow. Yeah, Akira's got this thing. You know, Akira's got like Paul sequences. Like, I mean, it would actually look like Paul. You know, like it would attack like Paul. That's the normal price they've been going with. I think it's fair. If they get new soundtrack, I'm happy. But the soundtrack I want, well, you get skins, you get development time. I'm glad for the new UI. There should be more, to be honest. I would like the soundtrack. It makes me happy, but I would like it to be Tekken, old Tekken, and then. From Tekken 7, the only track I care for is Infinite Azure, which I've heard too much because I've watched Tekken videos for Korean lovers, and they all just keep playing Infinite Azure. But that track is good, so that should be in there. But that's the only Tekken 7 track I think is that good. I think the rest of Tekken 7 soundtrack is really... It's like... I like EDM, and I like dubstep, but that doesn't mean Tekken 7's EDM and dubstep soundtrack is good. You know? So, like, it's a lot of, like, rehash grinding noises. and like, that's true in dubstep and EDM, but there are good ways to do it, and there are noisy ways to do it. And then Tekken 7 is just, like, loops of that. Yeah. So, yeah. Tekken 6 soundtrack was really good. Like, I like all of the Tekken soundtracks except 7. I mean, like, I'm not bashing Tekken, I'm bashing Tekken 7's soundtrack. And just saying it just doesn't live up to, like, a lot of the great soundtracks that Tekken has had, you know? Yeah, I'm thinking just on aesthetics alone, I think Lucky Chloe should be, Eileen should be Lucky Chloe. And I know people are going to hate that because a lot of players hate Lucky Chloe, but I think it matches. I think they were both like thinking of the same thing when they created both those characters. Oh, my daughter stopped doing FaceTime and I'm now like watching and seeing stuff that's going to whiff. So... I hate that doesn't work on Vanessa. There you go. So.
Round 5. Ready, go! See? I thought I'm better.
Well, most of our stuff is Akai, you know. Stuff that I actually want to do is now.
Round 1. Ready, go!
I would like more collabs, yes, 100%. I'm with you, Jimmy. Streets of Rage. Oh, okay. So within Sega, yeah, I definitely would love those. We should have lots. VFs. Okay, VF6 should have tons of those. Let's just. What we'll say is VF6 should have tons and tons and tons of love for VF and love of Sega. That's 100%. I mean, I won't explain my vision online because I would rather send that as a document to Sega. But what I will say is I definitely want VF6 to be this thing where all kinds of players love it, including us hardcore, but all kinds of players love it, and I have ideas for that. But also Sega fans, because you feel the love for what Sega and VF have, and then also collaborations outside, you know, not because it wants to be Smash Brothers, but because it would just be cool and it could work. And it could be really, really good, you know. So, and I have a strong idea of how to actually do that without sacrificing what makes Virtua Fighter so good, you know. Glad I got that timed well. Doesn't work on Vanessa. Good to know. I just had to test it out. When you force side chain her.
See? I thought I'm better.
Yeah. Well, so that's what I do love about VF again, is that it represents to me cinematic martial arts, and it has the spirit of martial arts. Nice. Yes, that was really good.
Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah, I just love how VF in and out feels like martial arts in so many ways. Like, if you love martial arts, you should love Virtua Fighter, man. And a lot of people should, like, we are in an era where martial arts are not that popular like they were in the 90s and 80s. And so, I would like a return to, I would like to see them get popular again. Because I think it's the disciplinary aspect of it is a great part. So in America, I love that we have an individualism culture, and that we have that we're not so much on hierarchy. But within that context, I love that martial arts teaches you the mindset of a hierarchy and respect, because that balances that out, and I think that's a great combination. Right? I like an individualist society with, but I do like, it's like having that in society and then having church for some people. And for me, having that in society and then having martial arts. That's me, right? But for others, it's having the individualist society plus church. I like that combination, So yeah. Thank you very much, JSM. Yeah. I got a haircut a week and a half ago, like on the last day of mask mandates in Oregon. And some people are like, oh, you got it because they're lifting the mandates. So they might think that I got it because I'm celebrating. I'm like, no, I'm getting it because I don't think I'll get a haircut anytime in the next few months, just out of caution. So I might as well get it when I'm more comfortable at the barber than when I'm not. So. But I respect people's views on it. Yep, timing is everything.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout.
Yeah, gotta love the working from home wall pair. I haven't opened my restaurant for dining yet, so I still get to have, you know, like, the face. It doesn't matter to be as groomed as it was, you know, but when I open dining, I gotta shave all the time and make it nice and presentable, even though I'll be wearing a mask the whole time. But I'll still, you know, gotta keep all the hair to myself. So, yeah. Yeah. So I hope everyone's having a good Sunday morning. I am happy about the nail art. It's too bad that I was too tired. Oh, that's so good. Nice.
Round 3. Ready, go!
I'm excited about it, Nevin. So, does everybody want to know a good tip on side throw and how to mix up? If you guys know how to do delay throw from a side turn situation to make it a normal throw, do you guys want to know a good tip for both side throw escape and then also how to mix up that really easily without thinking? I've got a tip for you, and I'll make a video about it later. But the tip is, so I always thought of side throw escape the way Sega intended, or the way they presented it. But I've come around and, you know, Jason Elbow, Harpooneer have kind of like told me about, and it took me a while to wrap my head around it, about how they teach it, right? So I always thought about it as the characters left and right, kind of like Tekken logic, right? But that switches the logic of back and forward. Now, the way that Jason told me about and the way that Harpooneer told me about is really good, but it's also good for learning the mix-up. And that is, think about foreground and background. Background is into the screen, foreground is towards the player. So it's easy. If your opponent sidesteps you and is going to do a side throw against you, the side throw escape is, if they're in the foreground, it's forward, and if they're in the background, it's back. Now here's the mind-blowing part. You apply that same logic, and if you want to know the direction to mix up, the type of throw you want to do from normal throw, command throw, instead of side throw, to really mess with them doing a side throw escape, you follow the same rule. If your opponent is in the foreground, do a throw that ends in forward. And if your opponent is in the background after you've like done your delay throw, then do a throw that ends in back. And if you do that, you will automatically mix up the correct way. You will really screw them up, because then it'll be the opposite direction of the side throw escape, and so it will force the real mix-up that you want to do when you do delayed throw. So later on, I'm going to teach Blurring about how to, because he likes sidestep throw, so now he needs to learn how to mix up command throws by delaying, by doing a crouch dash and then do like the command throw. And then I'm going to teach him that rule I just said, just right now. And while I didn't demonstrate it, so it probably went over everyone's head, it will allow him to do the most crazy mix-up on side throw. So like I evaded down, and that would make Vanessa into the background. So I need to do half circle back throw if I sidestep and then dash and then do like a throw. It better be down. It better be back, you know. Like that, right? I forced side turn, but then I dash. If he had done the correct throw, he would have done forward throw, because I would have been in his foreground. That's the correct throw. Very good round.
Round 5. Ready, go!
What a knucklehead!
Not discouraging, more so frustrating enough for me. That's the only thing that bothers me. Or I don't know the frames or I have actually like given a practice. There's things that really shoot out.
Alright. Hey, LD Wells, good to see you. I'm going to call it because I'm going to make lunch for my kids. But I just told Blurring that he's doing great. I understand frustration, but he is doing really good. I need to give him a lot of notes for him to just practice in dojo. And those things are going to give results. Thank you very much. Thanks. I've got a faux hawk right now, so I like it. But actually, I think the haircut style, the way I need to express it to barbers in America, because it's a haircut I like that like Asians can work with, and we restyle it. But I think I need to tell them, just make me look like John Connor in Terminator 2, and that's what I want, because I can style that and mess with it and do stuff with it. And Asians like that haircut. Alright, so but that said, oh yeah, again, Blurring is really coming along well. I think everyone can see the amount of progress they're making in their game. If they can't see it, I can totally see it. He improved 2 weeks ago. He improved a lot already, but today they're all subtle things, so the result doesn't change much. But but it means like I have to do a lot more against him, and his defense improved. The hard part is going to be his offense. He needs like getting used to taking advantage of those opportunities that he's created and imposing his game a bit. And Vanessa's able to do that more, but he's got the combos and he's got a lot of sequences down. The hard part is against me. He's going to be more focused on defense because I'm hitting him so much. But I told him part of that is kind of simple. It's you know, one part of his flow is he's got a lot of high attacks in his sequences still. That's not a bad thing. But you just have to understand that sometimes some opponents you're opening yourself to certain things. So sometimes you just gotta put it on and then take it off and then put it back in and take it out. And against me, if I'm in a crouch dash happy mode, I'm ducking a lot of stuff, and I'm the type that's gonna see that I'm ducking a high. and I'm gonna do something. It means push a button. I might not be precise on doing the best answer, but I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna put pressure back on you because of that, and that means that you kind of lost the initiative right off the bat. Vanessa has so many powerful individual moves though that she can do a lot more of the, like, let's see if you can deal with my oppressive offense, because you're just stuck there defending and trying to find the right time. So I want to help him work with that. He likes to do evade into side throw, and I don't think he realizes that that's his habit. And I think people that watch this today can see how many times I escape side throw, and that's why I gave the advice I did on the stream about, hey, you know what's a cool thing about side throw? Here's how you could easily remember how to do the side throw, and not even remember, just instantly see what side throw escape you have. But then now, if you're the thrower and you set up a side chip situation so your opponent always side throw escapes, here's a way to always do the command grab that will be the opposite of that. So that, and even if you messed up, even if you accidentally did side throw instead of command grab because of the timing, the mix-up is there, because no matter what you press with punch plus guard, you're going to do the side throw. But if you do the dash, you do the delay, you will get the opposite direction throw, and you will punish them for doing a side throw escape. And that is an amazing tech. And it's a very basic, simple tech. And the easy way to remember it is background and foreground. Background equals back, foreground equals forward. Okay? So if your opponent, whether you're the escaper, whether you're the thrower, this rule still works. If your opponent is in the foreground towards you, between the screen and you, that's foreground. If your opponent's in the foreground, do forward. Forward throw escape for the side throw escape, and a forward throw to do the mix-up command grab that will beat them, because for them, they're supposed to do back and throw. So forward throw is going to be back throw. Back throw escape. If your opponent's in the background, do back. And that applies whether you are the thrower or whether you are the throw escaper. So again, that's my tip for today. I'll make a video about it later. And it's an awesome way to automatically do mix-ups. So, you know, Tricky will probably make a video soon because I just said that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tricky makes a video before me and then comes out with that, because I just put that tech out there. But I'm glad you guys could hear that from me, and I think it's a good tech to give everybody in the community, because that will open up more mind games. Once people do that, then it becomes more mind gaming actually. So, because then you just delay into like the other throw, you know. Yeah. But yeah. But again, blurring. So the tips for blurring. A lot of these are conceptual, so they're not going to pay off right away. It's just something that I'm just going to explain and make it, you know, like kind of put out there. One of the tough parts as a Vanessa player, Vanessa has amazing close range attacks, and she has amazing long range attacks, but she has to commit when she does the long range attacks. So then mid range is kind of the tough part for her, right? With mid range, and so this is what you were doing very good at during the Akai session. You know, earlier today, was whenever you are at mid-range, you kind of have a caution about you. You kind of know that you need to be patient at mid-range. Good on you. Because that means that if you're going to do a long-range move, that's fine, but you got to commit hard to it, right? And that means that the risk goes up. But it might be the thing you need to do to make Leon suffer for doing a backdash. But close range, you have a lot of good options. So you're on the right track. Right now, I would say it's good. Do not throw away the sequences you have, but you do need to add some sequences to your play, which is the close range stuff. And that's going to take a lot of time. That's stuff that Nelly excels at, but it takes, I mean, you know, Nelly built that over years and years of VF play. But you can learn from that, and from Shark and others, about how they play the close range and the options they pick. But later on, you'll learn why those things are so constricting. Vanessa is like a boa constrictor. She can squeeze the opponent's options pretty badly because of her options that really cut off what they can do, even when they successfully defend and are now on the attack. But you know that takes a while to develop, and you already have some of that. You have a lot of it. You use short uppercut really well. That's a good move. Keep that up. You know, short uppercut is so good, especially against Leon. Against characters that like to abare, that short uppercut is ridiculous. Her defensive stance is also really powerful against Leon. But again, the best stance for her is actually her offense stance. But Leon kind of my Leon tends to force Vanessa players to use defense stance more, just so that they can kind of take over the initiative. But when you do the short range, just understand that, especially from the mid range, like elbow range to sidekick range, there's a good chance I might backdash and punish you. Doesn't mean you should be afraid. In fact, what it means actually is consider putting crouch dash a little more into your game. You're like, oh, I'm at that uncomfortable mid range. You know, I'm just gonna crouch dash and block, and see what they do. And then after I get a sense of what they do, I'm gonna start attacking their options. You know, because I think I can attack their options. Like, oh, he likes to evade there. I'm gonna throw there. He likes to abare there. I'm gonna just do a basic poke or my short uppercut. So you're getting really good at evaluating your opponent's threat and your opponent's. You're getting good at assessing, actually. So now it's how do you convert that assessment? That's the real hard part for you now. And that's what you're going to be spending a lot of time with, but it's going to be worth it. Your Vanessa's going to be so strong when you get good at some of those. So just like today we worked on. So that duck and punish is powerful against Leon. It's good against 2KK, right? Leon does a 2K and does 2KK. You can just simply block the second one, low block. And you can punish it. He's really in trouble. You've got guaranteed damage. Vanessa doesn't have the best mid punishers, but she's got him. But you can low throw. Low throw is really good. Don't underestimate low throw. Low throw is amazing when you start seeing the opponent, like me, fuzzy guard. When you see me crouch dashing, oh, low throw became really good option now. Such a good option. So if I do an elbow and I'm constantly doing fuzzy guard after it, like crouch dash into guard, oh, low throw is your friend, is your best friend. You know, so you're gonna make my life hell, or you're just gonna make me stop doing fuzzy guard at the very least, and that changes the whole matchup. If I stop doing fuzzy guard, we're playing a very different game. So that's a big deal. So, and that's the beautiful part of Virtua Fighter. That's why this game is loaded with technique. These little things that we do that changes what the opponent does. You know, a lot of people might watch like Dark Nova and I fight, and they'll see Nova beat me flat out on certain options, and they might think if I do those options, Chanchai will lose. And then when they fight me, they get confused why it's not working. And it's because we're not playing in a vacuum. The decisions I make, the mental traps I fall into against Dark Nova is because I'm fighting Dark Nova. Something that he does makes me want to defend a certain way. Makes me want to favor certain options. His character and the way he plays his character puts me in weird corners. And those are the corners where I make predictable decisions. Your character and the way you play will do the same thing to any opponent. We do not play this game in a vacuum. And so I might have a great weakness, fallacy, problem that I always do. But it's because it's something I'm doing in that situation or because of the way that I've been pressured that I'm always doing that. So that is important about BF. It makes it more complicated. So the irony about understanding how that is complicated is sometimes you just need to simplify, which sounds the opposite of what I just said, right? But it just means you want to understand that situation happened to you or what's happening. But then you want to just find simple answers because that's what you can process in a fight. So sometimes it's just, oh, that just means I should just not get in that situation anymore. Problem solved. But, you know, just like I can go into the details about why Blurring likes to do sidestep into side throw. But what's better is just teaching him, hey, if you're going to do that, here's how you can mix it up. And simply by inputting this delay and this particular throw, if you do it correctly, you'll get the delay throw into a mix-up that I will lose to. If you do it incorrectly or you rush the throw, that's okay too, because you'll just have a side throw. You don't need to know all those details, but what you do need to get a feel for is that you can do the simple mix-up, and that'll improve your throw option from the side turn. Or maybe he didn't realize he likes doing that, and then he thinks about it, and maybe I want to do this other option instead. So, yeah. I like it. I'm detail oriented, so I get complicated in the explanation. But a lot of times the answer is pretty simple, or you can find a simple way to look at the answer and then do that. And a simple way to assess the situation, just go, oh, in that situation I'll do that. So keep it up. This game is amazing. It is really the video game form of martial arts. There's a lot of learning, oh, I can do this, and this technique leads to that. There's a lot of, oh, I never thought of using this move that way. This is why I freaking love Virtua Fighter. It's true for all fighting games, but Virtua Fighter really has a lot of this stuff. Maybe another game has more. I've yet to see it, but I can at least guarantee that VF has a lot of it. That's why I love it. So everyone have a good one. Enjoy your VF. And have a wonderful Sunday. Hope it's a beautiful weather where you're at, just like it is in Oregon right now. Alright, cheers. Let's try to, maybe we'll try to do a raid. I don't even know if there's who's on. And raiding is kind of hard right now because I'm not using my computer. The computer's slow though. Nope. Okay. Everyone have a good one. Cheers. And, play some VF. Maybe we'll have more VF action today.